2343. This is a chat with Glendora. It must be program 10,665.
You've reached the Nassau Town Hall. If this is an emergency, please hang up and dial 911. If you're looking for general office information as well as hours of operation, please visit our website at www.townofnassau.org. For the town clerk's office, please press 1. For the supervisor's office, please press 2. For the assessor's office, please press 3. For the town court, please press 4. For the building inspector, please wait a moment. You've reached Nassau Town Court at 29 Church Street. Court is held every Wednesday evening at 7 p.m. Anyone with business before the court may attend at that time. Leave a message. I'll return your phone call as soon as possible. Thank you.
Hey Marcia, it's Glendora. I just talked to somebody in Orange County. They're getting 3 to 5 inches right now. And also somebody in Norwalk, Connecticut. I think this storm is a little bit too far south for us, I hope. Will you let me ride with you tomorrow night at 6:15, Wednesday, the 19th of February, and ride home with you? What do you think our cume is? In Connecticut, they say the cume is 54 inches. Are we up to that? I know we're not up to it as far as shoveling go, except that your husband does a superlative job. You've got the best shoveled sidewalk and driveway on the whole street. Do you want to go to the Historic Preservation Committee meeting? I invite you. It's Tuesday, February the 25th at 7:30 p.m. at Randy and Melody Howarth. Historic Preservation Committee. I call it the Hysterical Society. Oh, and today's joke. The minister asked the young lady, "When are you thinking of getting married?" And she said, "Constantly." These are all friends, folks. Every one of these cards is a friend. Sometimes there's 2 friends on each card, on one card. And that's 1 year and 3 quarters. I came to Nassau and I knew nobody. Thank you, God. Okay. Go see St. Peter. Try to do the 1980 Lincoln. Then come back and write the obituary and have lunch. Turn off the recorder. Daily calls. Index cards. Friends. Gordon. You should call Gordon, your brother, who's 90 years old, up in Maine. Think what they're getting. Hello?
Hey.
Hey! How are you? Yeah. Hi, Colin. Is this Colin?
Yeah.
Hi, Colin.
Hey.
Can you and Lily come down to my house at around 1 o'clock today? 2 o'clock?
I'm not with Lily.
Well, where's Lily?
I'm over at my friend's house.
Yeah. So, do you want to stop at your house and pick up Lily, or walk down with her?
What do you want to do? Because I'm kind of feeling sick. I don't know how much I'm really going to want to do.
Oh, okay. I want to teach you a video which might lead to a job for you.
Like what?
What do you mean, like what, honey?
Like what type of job?
Video. How to make a TV show. And how to get it onto the TV stations. and how to put it onto YouTube. And that might lead to a job for you. I might be able to pay you for that if you got good at it.
Yeah.
And you could do
I'll
it
do
after.
what Lily wants to do.
You can't come today because of what?
No, I'll see what Lily wants to do too. I'll call her up and do if she'll want to go with me, you know.
Oh, are you coming?
Yeah, I don't know. It depends if I get better or not. My stomach hurts. I got a headache, so.
I'm sorry, it isn't funny. What did you eat? All right. So I don't know whether you are coming or whether you're not coming, but at the moment you don't know.
Yeah, I'll call Lily in a minute and see what she wants to do, and I'll call you back and let you know what we're doing, okay?
All righty. And you're going to call me back to see if Lily is coming at 1 o'clock today, or let's make it 2.
Alright.
At 2 o'clock today, and I did talk to your dad. I just talked to Bob.
Alright.
All right, so now how do we leave it? You're going to call Lily and see if she's coming today at 2.
Yeah, I'll call you back in a little while and talk to her.
And then you're going to call and come if you feel better. Is that it?
Yeah.
Thank you for returning that $5.
Yeah.
All right, dear.
Alright.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
He is 14 years old and in 9th grade, and he's on school vacation. Doing details. $11:45. Ask Peter. And 1980 Lincoln. And then lunch, and then the obituary. I fast until noon. This is my Father's world, and to your listening ears, all nature sings and around us rings the music of the spheres. This is our Father's world. You rest you in the thought, the rocks and trees, the skies and seas, His hands the wonders wrought. $16, record. 17, what are you doing? Counting. I'm counting blessings. Blessings? Yes. And rejoices. How many? 40 every hour. 40 every hour? It used to be 20 every hour. What happened? Overnights. Do 40 an hour at daytime, and then the overnights are taken care of when you're asleep. This lamp is a great device for drying Bounty paper towel. Well, why do you buy dry paper towel? Because I just don't think it's right to put anything wet into the recycle. Okay. All right. Now then, folks, you remember yesterday trying to talk to the New York State Department of Conservation and to the Audubon Society about not murdering the swans. The New York State Department of Conservation is the Department of Conservation, not a Department of Murder. And you remember I had misgivings as to talking so sternly to that stonewaller. Remember that? And I said it's the first time I've talked to anybody like that since I moved to Nassau 1 3/4 years ago. And that I should do it over and apologize to her, but no. They're doing a violent thing. And you have to be stern with these people. Why don't you do it like the Quakers? The Quakers would find a peaceful way to do it. Yeah, why don't you, Glendora? Well, it's churned around in this cranium quite a while. It started at 4:30 this morning. And no, you must protest. You must continue the protest. You must save the swans. And so, this is a very effective way to do it. You write out the issue on the back and the front. Of a large envelope, and you send it through the mail that way so everybody can read it. So I'll read it to you. Today is February the 19th, 2014, Anno Domini, the year of our Lord. Dear Michael Berger, and this is addressed to Michael Berger at the Audubon Society, and it's somewhere in New York State. It might be in Albany, he might be all over, but anyway, it's going to the Albany office because they're the ones who are supporting the destruction of the swans by the New York State Department of Conservation. Is that a contradiction or isn't it? Anyway, Glendora TV, ABC, CBS, and NBC. Dear Michael Berger, why will you not take my telephone call? ? Are you ashamed that you favor the murdering of swans? Your stonewaller says, quote, I will tell him what you said, unquote. But she won't tell you, Michael. As cogently as I would. Quote, read, she said, the plan on the internet. Well, God also has a plan. You read that. Thou shalt not kill. How would you like it if murderers killed you, your family, your friends, because they thought they owned the planet? Audubon, poor man, had a plan. Save the birds, don't kill them. New York Department of Conservation is supposed to conserve, not destroy. Your stewardship, quote unquote. God, Genesis says, gave man dominion over the earth. That dominion is stewardship. That dominion is not exploitation. Your stewardship, quote unquote, is the dominion over the earth, quote unquote, not exploitation. God will take care of the situation, not mankind. Glendora is vociferating this call to reason on her 68 TV stations. That's the Glendora Public Access Television Network, coast to coast. And over the YouTube, you gave us a deadline as to how long you would accept opinion from the public. Well, this deadline is a violation of the First Amendment in two ways. Number one, freedom of speech, and number two, freedom of press. Then you run and hide. You give us until this date, I think it's in 3 days, 21st. Oh, bye. Oh, good, that's good, 21st. 1 month to spring. Then you run and hide. And Glendora sends big donations to the American Vegan Society, Mercy for Animals, Compassion Over Killing, Vegan Outreach, Friends of Animals. But she will not send any dollars to Audubon, which has lost sight of its mission. Your job is to help the swans. You use your money to hire stonewallers, to cover up, to hide behind. Swans are a magnificent creation. Oh, they are. A magnificent creation of God. Can you, Michael Berger, make a swan? Can you make one? Yet you would destroy swans. This is dehumanized. You will not listen to us. How about listening to God? I ask you, God has a plan. It is Matthew 7, verse 12. Do unto others as you would they do unto you. Treat others as you would be treated by others. What you read here will be read on TV. Voila! Here you are, public agencies, and you are autocrating to us what we can and cannot do. It happens to be the other way around. You got it upside down, just the way you have the swan issue upside down. You exist for the people, by the people, and of the people. Your job is to protect the animals, not slaughter them. A chat with Glendora. 68 TV stations. Oh, it's signed Glendora. A chat with Glendora. 68 TV stations. It's on Time Warner in Albany. Oh, quite Albany, all the way down to Hudson, and Albany way up beyond Glens Falls, way up beyond Lake George, and way over to just short of Pittsfield. It crosses the Massachusetts border, or does it? That Time Warner doesn't come from Albany, it comes from Pittsfield, I think. And I would say as far west as Herkimer. Okay, so Time Warner Chat with Glendora is on at 9:30 p.m. Monday nights on Channel 18. And on the YouTube, there's 5,000 shows up there, I think. YouTube says it's 3,000, but they count a 4-hour show as one show, which we counted as 8 half hours. Anyway, on YouTube all over the world. And God be with you. And that's a contraction to Goodbye. Did you know that, folks? That goodbye is a contraction of God be with you. So we'll take this to the library and make several copies of it. I guess we'll send a copy to Mercy for Animals, Compassion Over Killing, a copy to Friends of Animals, and hand out maybe a few copies. I don't know. And then we will post it. I put a dollar stamp on there to make sure it's covered. Right or wrong, I don't know. But I just can't sit here and let that happen, can I? Okay. This is 9:40 a.m. Ante-Meridian on the 19th of February. (2014) Anno Domini. It's a Wednesday. What's the score on the snowstorms, folks? 24. We've had 24 snowstorms this winter. Last night's was only a dribble, a half an inch. However, not for poor Orange County or Connecticut. They got 3 to 5 inches. Well, I'm out there shoveling it for a half an hour. 85 years old shoveling. And I say to myself, it's ridiculous. The temperature is going to go up and it will take care of this. But we have to shovel out the 1993 Lincoln. The 1980 Lincoln is in a barn. He doesn't have to be shoveled out. Salute. Spring water. Because the Nassau water is in question, because General Electric came down here 20 years ago, 25 or 30 years ago, and dumped bad things in a field up here. They bought the land from a farmer and they dumped this stuff. And then, of course, it permeated into the ground, osmosis, and went into Nassau Lake, which is a man-made lake, by the way, by Jonathan Hogue. Telephone. With God we go to spread the joy of life. We win each day the happiness of love. We count our blessings. We give thanks, we give joy. Stop the cruel. Stop the cruel. A black phone onto a navy blue desk, and it's hard to see. You know when you first begin to lose your eyesight, you know where it goes first? You can't tell one white border from another. It's very hard to see the snow. It's very hard to see a path in the snow because you can't tell one white border from another. Isn't that interesting? But I'm so thankful I can see. Now, are you doing a chat with Glendora or are you doing telephoning? Both. Okay.
You have 2 saved voice messages. To listen to your messages, press 1. To send a message, press 2. To change your personal options. First saved voice message. Yes, I'm returning a call that was made to the Cat Care Coalition. Call us back at 518-466-8484 with all
Cat
of the
Care
following
Coalition.
information. I need your last name. I need to know how many people are in your household, if anyone is on any benefits, Medicaid, food stamps, anything like that, and if not, what the total annual income is for the household. That's to determine your eligibility for the program. I need to know if a cat is a male or a female. Oh, you said a neuter, so that would be a male. For the basic services, it's $65. That's the exam, vaccines, deworming, and surgery. If you want the cat tested for feline leukemia and AIDS, it would be a total of $80. And that is collected on the day of the surgery, and we accept cash only. We do not take checks or charges. So you can call us back at 518-466-8484.
That too is sort of a...
End of message. To erase this message, press 7. To save, press 9. To hear more options, this message will be saved for 21 days.
That too is unfortunate. That's sort of like the Audubon issue.
I'm canceling the Bible study for tonight, in part because of the weather, but mostly because a couple of people couldn't make it tonight. It would just be a couple, very few of us. Okay, so can you give me a call, let me know that you got this message? Okay, have a good day. Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you, Angel. Thank you, good man.
End of message.
That too is too bad about the Cat Care Coalition. They didn't used to do that. This is putting another obstacle in front of the mission. The mission is to keep little kitty cats who don't get homes and die out in the cold or die cruel or go to laboratories or are beat up and hurt. And doggies. That's to keep that from happening. And that's why you try to stop that from happening. And I can't see why it's $65 for both a male or a female, for a male or a female. That doesn't add up. And all this thing about making people make out an application, that's going to keep them from doing it. It's hard enough to get people to spay their animals, neuter their animals. That's hard enough to do. But now they're making it harder. It wasn't like that last year, and I don't think my friend Susan Hayward in Poughkeepsie puts up that obstacle. She spays and neuters feral cats and gets them taken care of with a veterinarian and then takes them back to the colony where they were living wild. And some of these she drives all the way down to Maryland. There are people in Maryland who have a huge, huge parcel of land with fences. And huge, huge, huge. And the cats go out there and live a normal life. Okay, so that's that. Next in call. My password is 9622 if you ever want to listen to my calls.
You have 2 saved voice messages. To listen to your messages, press 1. To send a message, press 2. You have pressed an incorrect key. To listen to your messages, press 1. First saved voice message. Yes, I'm returning a call that was made to the Cat Care Coalition. This message will be saved for 21 days. Next message.
Hello, Glendora. This is Frank. I'm canceling the Bible study for tonight, in part because of the weather, but mostly because a couple of people couldn't make it tonight. It would just be a couple, very few of us. Okay, so can you give me a call, let me know that you've got this message? Okay, have a good day. Okay, bye-bye.
This message will be saved for 21 days. End of messages. To listen to your messages, press 1. To send a message, press 2. To change your personal options, press 4. Personal options. To turn message waiting indicator on or off, press 1. To change administrative options, press 2. Message waiting indicator on. To turn message waiting indicator off, press 2. To exit, press star. You have pressed an incorrect key.
Well, yes, Frank, I got the message, but I got it as I stood outside the rectory door last night at 5 minutes to 7 in 18 degrees and no coat. However, Barbara Mooney and Barbara Mooney came, and we were aghast that you had given up. So Barbara and I made it. She's 72 and I'm 85. So I'm sorry about you people in your 60s. And Barbara gave me a ride home.